Hello, it's Echo, just in case you're new here. Look, I finally have some semblance of a desk set up. It's getting there, it's gonna take some time. So I was gonna go through and show you a bunch of the drawings that I have on my iPad that I haven't published on the internet yet. I was going to do that, and then I realized my iPad is dead, so I can't access the art right now. But I'm already set up for filming, so I just want to sit and talk for a sec. So probably my favorite thing about being a YouTuber is that I can kind of turn my hyperfixations into content. So hyperfixations are not unique to ADHD, it is just an obsession or complete immersion in a subject or hobby. They're common in people with ADHD and autism, but anyone can have them. My entire YouTube channel started as a hyperfixation. It started because I was really into YouTube, and I just really wanted to be friends with YouTubers and do what they do. It just seemed really cool, as I'm sure many of you can relate. And then over time I just started being able to use my YouTube presence to have fun with other hyperfixations and hobbies and fandoms and things I wanted to do, because I could turn those things into content. For a while, I was really into sewing, and so I sewed a 24-foot rainbow octopus, and then I also turned our couch into a giant hot dog, because I was just really hyper-fixated on sewing giant things. And I think recently, partially because of my depression, but also because I've just been so preoccupied with this new living space, I haven't really had the chance to get obsessed with something, and I'm bored. It really sucks, because I'm in that annoying depression phase of there's nothing I want to do. And for me, that's like depression boiled down to a single symptom is just not wanting to do anything. Probably the worst part about it is that I just don't want to film things, which really sucks because I am doing some really cool stuff. Like right now, you probably hear this weird humming in the background. It's because I'm incubating quail eggs. I have 9 quail and some of them lay blue eggs, and so I've been saving all the blue eggs and I'm incubating them to make more blue egg laying quail. I'm making birds. And that is a really weird thing that I should probably be documenting, but I just don't want to film things. I'm just kind of living life, and that's not what you do when you're a YouTuber. You don't just live your life, you document your life. Editing is probably the worst part about being a YouTuber, and it's one of the things that you spend the most time on. And so for like the last couple months, I have had to fight myself to edit, and I really want to get back on a schedule of uploading on Mondays rather than uploading every 10 to 14 days, which is a little more like what I'm doing. Also, if you're a member of my Patreon, I'm very behind on stickers, like months behind. So if you haven't gotten stickers in a while, that's my fault and I'm working on it. I almost feel like our school system prepares us for an unrealistic world, because when you're going through school, you spend most of the year working every single day, and then you have 2 to 3 months of nothing. Your time is yours. You can do whatever you want. Your summer vacation is your time to do with what you want. You don't have to worry about your basic needs because those are generally taken care of by your guardian. And so for the most part, you can just do what you want to do as a person. You get to just be a human, like an animal, and just exist. And usually what would happen for me over the course of those 3 months is that for the first month, maybe month and a half, I would be really happy because I could do whatever I want. I could sleep in, I could just kind of live and do whatever. And then I would find that towards the end of it, I would start getting excited to go back to school, to go back to work. But summer vacation does not exist in the real world. Oh, card full. That was a mess. My SD card filled up, so I changed my shirt and went to visit my grandmother, and now I'm back. I love this platform, but I'm feeling really uninspired. I feel like my videos are boring. Hypothetically, if I was gonna sew a giant plushie of some kind, what would it be? Maybe you guys can help me come up with some ideas for videos and stuff. So I've got a couple things that I want to make videos about that I haven't yet. So one thing that a lot of art YouTubers are doing right now is that they're taking children's coloring books like this, and they're just turning them into masterpieces. And so I have this children's coloring book, and then I also have this giant coloring book. So these are definitely going to be in a video at some point. I just actually have to do it. The other thing that I have no idea how I want to incorporate it into a video, but I know I want to incorporate it into a video somehow, are these. Recently, some family members threw out an entire box full of these old records, and I want to do something with them, but I can't figure out what. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Use your brains because mine are not working. I feel like this is something that just kind of happens to me every couple months or so, where I feel like I am burned out. That's the expression, that's the phrase. And at this point, it feels like I'm just trying to relight the ashes over and over and over, and there is no more fuel in this head of mine. I'm currently trying to finish a sketchbook so that I can make a sketchbook tour. I also want to start getting into publishing coloring books. That's a thing that I feel like I could do relatively well. Do you guys like when I live stream? I haven't live streamed in a really long time, and I probably should be streaming. Moving to the forest made that kind of difficult, but now I'm set up with internet, so I should be able to do that again. Aesthetically, I really like mushrooms. Maybe I should sew a giant mushroom that I can climb into and disappear from the world. Or a giant mushroom hat! These are ideas that I'm just saying into the ether, and they will slowly dissipate and fall away into space. I can make a life-size Pokemon plushie. What is a cool thing that I could turn into a giant plushie? There are a lot of things that I kind of want to do, but there's nothing that I'm really inspired to do. So I guess I'm just throwing my tentacles out at the internet and saying, please, what do you want from me? I am burned out. I am broken in the brain and I cannot figure out what to do. I'm overthinking things and I don't know what I want. I just feel like I've kind of reached this point where I'm like, everything's fine. I'm okay to just sit and do nothing, but that's not how capitalism works. I have to make money. I have to do a job, which just means that I have to do something that I want to do and convert that into income, because that's how the internet is. You can do anything, you just have to do something. But I just don't wanna. I feel like my brain has been split into like 7 different pieces, and it's in all kinds of different places, and none of the pieces are connecting, and I don't know what to do. Also, I still haven't finished the drawing random things as anime girls, so if you want to suggest them in the comments of this video, feel free to do that too. I can say the one thing that does make me very happy is my man. He just is perfect in every way and is a wonderful human. He motivates me. He makes me feel like I can get stuff done. Maybe I just need to spend more time with him. A quick thank you to my patrons who are currently on the screen. I've got some things I need to upload to Patreon for this month. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm gonna give you 5,000 awesome points for making it all the way to the end of this incredibly pointless video. It means a lot to me. I have put a link to a viewer census in the description. If you could click that and fill it out, it should only take like 5-10 minutes. It'll just help me kind of figure out what direction I should be going with this channel. I'm gonna go charge my iPad and edit this video, and hopefully I will see you later. Goodbye! This house is full of bees!